Hey guys, Jet888 here. It is October 6th and what's that, a Friday? So I just wanted to give a little follow-up on this was a video that I did on the 8th, August 8th. This video, it was the same day that Maui was getting blasted. So it was this company, the Cormorant Venture LLC, which is registered to the San Diego Gas and Electric. That's who owns that helicopter. This one that took off from Gillespie Field, that's in El Cajon, California. It's the San Diego County area. And I saw them live doing these, flying over this Loveland, it's called Loveland Reservoir. And it was being done at the same time that the red flag event that the military was doing. It's the red flag 23-3 on August 8th. Anyhow, I documented the time and the flight and all that, and they finished their flight around just before 9 p.m. at night. So I actually called SDG&E about a week or so ago, a little over a week ago, and I spoke to the person. I told them my concern. I said that I've seen their helicopter flying for a long time over a reservoir, and they actually they scrub the data, like they're deleting their flight, because they actually flew 2 times on the 8th, one shorter flight after that first flight, and they happened to delete the first flight that I documented. But yet they left the flight from the day before and the flight for the day after and the flight that same night. So why were they only scrubbing that one flight that happened to be all over the reservoir? So the person I spoke to at SDG&E, he said, well, I don't know who to send you to. So what's your contact? Who's your contact person? He said, if you're media, who's the contact person? And I said, I'm not really media. I'm just a concerned American. And he insisted he had no idea who to connect me to. So he sent me on to someone else. But eventually then I left. I had a conversation with a lady. I told her my concern. And what's funny, she took my information down, and then I got a response back. So they took 10 days to respond because I called, I think it was on the 16th, according to my records. There's my email if anyone wants to email me. So what's funny is when they responded back, taking 10 days, regarding this aviation inquiry, all of a sudden it says, thank you for contacting San Diego Gas and Electric. Per our aviation department, we can verify that N160AQ was flying at the Loveland Reservoir. They were conducting a night vision fire training. So first of all, if they actually had an aviation department, why didn't the guy, when I first called and I told him I was concerned about helicopter flights, why couldn't he seem to put me into that department? Because if someone's calling about an inquiry into their flights, if you have an aviation department, why wouldn't you go, okay, let me send you over there, which he didn't. So that's weird. And of course, they're going to verify that N160AQ was flying at the Loveland Reservoir because I actually sent them photos of this, so there's no way they could deny it, even though they deleted the entry. So, since when is San Diego Gas and Electric, when are they responsible for firefighting, like fire training, night vision fire training? So it took them 10 days to come up with this little excuse. So this was who I sent the letter to. So it's to media@water.ca.gov. That's who I was told. So I sent it September 16th. My concerns and my comments were also regarding not only the Loveland Reservoir, but the Oktay Lakes Reservoir, Lake Marina Reservoir, Barrett Lake, and many others that I sent them images of. And I even asked them, why would San Diego Gas and Electric be flying or doing a night training event? So they actually used my words in their response. And in their response, they basically give you, so you don't have, do not reply to this message. So totally, they also didn't answer the question as to why they would delete. Why are they deleting the records? Like, why that record? Why not the one above it or below it? You know, so anyhow, just to let you know, to me, I don't get it. And also, if you look at San Diego Gas and Electric, guess what else they're doing? Now they're using goats to denube an area, which is fine. I mean, people do that, but it's just interesting that they're using goats because what are they fencing them all in also? It's just sort of weird, but it's very symbolic. Here's their flight over the lower Otay Lakes too. Let's see, this was on or before August 30th. So that's quite a bit of activity. I wonder what do they doing night training, firefighting as well? I don't know, because it is at night also. It's a night flight. They like the night flights. Why wouldn't they, as the owner or the registered owner, why don't they say like Sempra or SDG&E? Why do they go to the Cormorant venture? It took a little while to find out exactly who this was. And it's just sort of like, for an example, flights like this on August 29th. This is just one example. There's the plane. Now they're showing a 9-minute flight time. So there's 7:42 p.m. is 9 minutes if you start at 7:42. Is that 2:52 a.m.? No, it doesn't add up. Their flight time should have been 7:51 p.m. So what did they do for 7 hours? People need to know, I think, what's going on. Another example, September 1st. I mean, this goes on and on. These are not unique. So there's 11 minutes. They take off at 10:58 a.m. If you do an 11-minute flight and you take off at 10:58 a.m., you do not land at 6:09 p.m., do you? But it's funny how they end up with the correct minutes, but not the right hours. So anyhow, very suspicious, very criminal-like, I think, and they don't have a really good enough excuse for it. All right, just ask yourself, why are they cutting out their flight times and why are they flying so low when they get near the water? Just a big question. And on one flight tracker, they have the dates, but on this specific flight tracker, they take it off. It seems like they're into the Flight Trader 24. So they removed 2 flights, 2 full flights. They just cut them out. Anyhow, that's enough. Okay, guys, take care.